Hello and welcome to the Music and History channel. My name is Colin McKay, and today I'm going to hopefully regale you with a tale about John Fogerty, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and how John goes about writing songs, and how, of course, he was also actually sued for writing songs too much like himself. Wow, that sounds crazy. Yeah. So let's get right into it. We're going to talk about Run Through the Jungle, Creedence Clearwater Revival, 1970, and his solo hit, The Old Man Down the Road from 1985. Yeah, so what John says when he writes a song, what he needs, that proper musical inspiration, is he needs a good guitar riff. That gets his imagination going, and then he likes to think up a song title. If you think about Creedence songs, John Fogerty songs, they got great titles, interesting titles that suck you right in. What's going on? So, Run Through the Jungle is in D minor for you musical buffs. That's right, and we will get a bit musical here. The song is in D minor. The guitar is tuned to the drop D tuning instead of the standard guitar tuning. It does feature a flattened fifth called the El Diablo tone. That's right. And that note features heavily in the riff. And John says once he has that riff, so it conjures up a title for him. So you have... Run Through the Jungle. And then from there, John fills in the lyrics, the arrangement. It goes from there. And that's how he does it. Sounds simple, but you got to make them distinct. You got to make them their own personality. And The Old Man Down the Road is in the key of E, but it also features the flattened fifth note. Hence the casual similarities. That's The Old Man Down the Road. And once John came up with that, he says, just the whole image of these voodoo man coming down the road, the old man down the road, just all came to him, right? Now, why these two songs? Why do I pick these two songs? The Old Man Down the Road was John Fogerty's big comeback song of 1985. As is infamously known, he did not control the publishing or the rights to his own compositions. They were owned by a man named Saul Zaentz, who also owned Fantasy Records that Creedence was signed to. And after a dozen odd years, John really didn't make any music. He was in legal battles, and finally he decides to come out with some music, and it's The Old Man Down the Road. So after years of doubt and legal wrangles and the breakup of the band, John finally comes out, and Saul Zaentz sues John Fogerty for sounding too much like Creedence Clearwater Revival, which then John Fogerty pretty much ever since then has announced that he essentially was Creedence Clearwater Revival. He wrote all the songs, he wrote the arrangements, told everybody what to play, and in some cases he's the one playing the majority of the instruments. So he thought this was pretty rich indeed, and it was met with quite a bit of outrageousness. And Saul Zaentz specifically said, Run Through the Jungle and The Old Man Down the Road sound the same. So it must be that flattened fifth. Yeah. El Diablo tone, rearing his ugly head and taking it to a court case. So that's what happened. The jury sided with Mr. John Fogerty. But what John did is he brought his guitar up onto the witness stand and played the two different parts to the jury to show them how he composed the songs, where he gets the ideas from, and yes, they're in a style, but they're not the same exact things. And the jury believed Mr. Fogerty. Yeah. Although John also had another song on that particular album, the Centerfield album, with a song called Vance Can't Dance, which was a song all about this talented artist who gets, taken to the cleaners by the greedy pig. And the video actually featured an animation, like claymation, of pigs dancing and with piggy banks and things. And it was not a very veiled statement against Saul Zaentz, who tried to sue John for defamation over that song. I don't know if that was successful. But one court case at a time here. So that is how John Fogerty, where he gets his inspiration. He'll just sit down at the guitar, and if it works out a sound, boom, he gets a riff going, a little melodic structure, then the song title comes, and away he goes. And he probably didn't think he'd be sued over this. But eventually, many years later, after the mid-'80s, when this court case happened, John did win the rights back to his songs somehow, one way or another. But that's for another video and another time. So I wanted to tell you all about that John Fogerty story, because he's always been one of my favorites, and I loved Creedence and John Fogerty's music. And if you're even interested in learning how to play some of that on the guitar, I do give guitar lessons, music lessons, colinmckay.net, and be on the lookout for videos and music of my band, my music, Mystic Twang. Yeah, I'm Colin McKay for the Music and History channel, and I hope you enjoyed today's story. Yeah.